everyone, welcome back to Film Freaks. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to give you 5 of my favorite female villains in film. Now, if you think I forgot anybody, don't be shy, let me know in the comments, or you can jump over to my Film Freaks Facebook page. I'll be sure to leave the link in the description. Let me know over there. Who knows, this could easily be a part 1 of a series of videos. All right, we're almost ready to get started. Before we do, please be sure you hit that big thumbs up button and subscribe. It makes a huge difference. All right, let's get into it. First up, Beverly Sutphin-Serial Mom, 1994. So Serial Mom, in typical John Waters fashion, pokes fun at societal norms in a fun and eccentric way. She's the perfect mom. She bakes, she recycles, and she defends her family no matter what, even if it means killing those who cross them. This movie is so freaking funny. I mean, just the idea of like this little Betty homemaker also being a homicidal maniac is kind of funny in and of itself. But then you add Kathleen Turner to the mix and it's just incredible. She was so good at this role. She was able to play this 1950s housewife while simultaneously committing unspeakable crimes. I mean, she was just so funny. John Waters has actually even said this is one of his favorite movies that he's done. Now, other actresses did audition for the role, but they kept asking John Waters to make certain changes, basically making Beverly less violent, which he didn't want to do. Kathleen Turner came in, loved the story, loved the character, didn't want any changes. He hired her almost immediately. Okay, next up, Samarah The Ring, 2002. After her niece is killed, a journalist investigates the cause of death that involves a mysterious videotape. Okay, I saw this one in theaters and I have to say I was absolutely terrified. Up until this point, I had not heard of Ringu. I did not see Ringu, so I was not sure what I was in for. When she crawls out of that well, I swear to you, I really thought she was gonna come at me and like be right in front of me. It is so creepy and so terrifying how she just keeps getting closer and closer and closer. And then she kills all these people in this really gruesome way. I mean, she's supposed to be just like this little girl. The whole thing is like that she was just born evil. She's just bad. The whole thing is just very scary, very spooky with how she just is. Like there's really no rhyme or reason for it. She's just evil and then somehow gets this like supernatural ability to attack people through a video. I don't know. Either way, girl was scary, and although I'm not a big supporter of remakes, I have to say they did do a great job on this one. But I still would recommend you seeing Ringo. Okay, up next on my list, Nurse Ratchet, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975. So One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is about a man named McMurphy who pleads insanity to avoid doing prison time and winds up going to a mental ward. There, he meets and befriends an array of characters and leads them on a rebellion of the monotony of their lives and the cruelty bestowed on them by the head nurse. Nurse Ratched is definitely one of the most evil characters. I mean, the way she asserts power is by playing off the weaknesses of others. But when McMurphy comes in, he refuses to play by her rules and essentially creates this uprising. And the only way she's able to stop him is by having, quite literally, the pieces of him that make him that way removed. Now, Louise Fletcher also thought her character was so bad that it took her years before she was able to watch this film. Okay, up next, Alex Forrester, Fatal Attraction, 1987. Fatal Attraction is about a husband who has an affair with a business associate while his wife and daughter are out of town. What he thinks is just a fun fling turns dangerous when she refuses to accept that it's over. Okay, I think most of us can kind of sympathize with Alex Forrester in the beginning. I mean, we've all been screwed over by a guy before. However, I think we can all draw that fine line at boiling the animal. Once she boils that bunny, I think all bets are off and she goes down a very dark path. Now, Glenn Close has said that many people have come up to her and thanked her for saving their marriage. Who would have thought? Okay, up next, Annie Wilkes, Misery, 1990. After crashing his car during a snowstorm, Paul Sheldon, the writer of the Misery novels, is saved by Annie Wilkes, a former nurse who happens to be his #1 fan. Although she's cleaned up his wounds and he seems to be recovering, things take a drastic turn for the worse when Annie discovers Paul has killed off her favorite character and he realizes Annie is not altogether well. Okay, yeah, so as far as crazy goes, I think Annie Wilkes definitely takes the cake here. I mean, she's very sweet and nice at first, and then just has these moments of chaos. But of course, everything comes to a crescendo during the hobbling scene. And what makes that scene so terrifying is the way Annie slowly and calmly explains exactly what she's about to do to him. Now, I heard Kathy Bates talking about this movie, and she said that she actually had a little bit of a crush on the camera operator, and there'd be times when they had to get very close to the camera, so it would be him that she would be staring at during some of these scenes. Okay, so there you have it, 5 of my favorite female villains in film. What do you guys think? Make sure you let me know in the comments, or like I said, jump over to my Film Freaks Facebook page, let me know over there. Again, I love a good film discussion, so I would love to hear your thoughts on this. As always, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and to those who already have, thank you so much. It is very much appreciated. Bye, Film Freaks.